Try again. Welcome in, family. Try again. This is the word of the Lord for y'all today. Listen, you've tried it before. God said, try it again. Don't give up. Try it again. The enemy didn't want you to hear this video. He didn't even want me to make it. Try again. It didn't work for you the first time. You got to try it again. Just because it didn't work for you the first time doesn't mean you're not supposed to keep trying. You have to keep trying. Just because you tried 2 times, 3 times, and it didn't work for you, you have to keep trying. Life is proven to you what you made out of. Life is proven to you. It's staring you right in your face and it's showing you how resilient that you are. It's showing you how tough and how strong and how courageous you are. It's showing you that the gifts that God gave you, you're going to be a problem solver. You're going to be a solution to a lot of people's problems. This is why you have to know the gift that God gave you, because the gift that He gave you, that's what's going to make room for you. The gift, that's what's going to get you up out of the mess that you're in. The gift that God put down on the inside of you. God gave us these gifts for a reason. He's going to utilize the gift in us so that we can help advance the kingdom. But you're going to be blessed through your gift. Try again. Keep trying. You might be saying you've tried it so many times, you don't want to try again. But when you get to that point, this is when you need to try. When you feel like you don't want to try, you're done with it, you tried it enough, that's when you really need to try another time. Because if you keep trying, you're going to make it. If you give up along the way, you'll never know what you could do. If you give up on yourself, family, if you give up in the middle, you will never know and you'll never experience what God has for you. If it doesn't come easy, doesn't mean that it's not for you. That's what the enemy wants you to believe, that everything that God gives us or blesses us with, it has to come with ease. That's not true. So many people are missing out because they're having a difficult time and they feel like it is not coming from God, but it is, because God has to test you. He wants to prove to you how strong you are. He wants to show you in the areas of your life where you need to improve, where you can be more productive in your life. So don't jump off the road that has all of that resistance on it and find a path with least resistance. So many people are doing that. When you jump off a road that has a lot of resistance on it, and then you find a path with least resistance, you're not going to be challenged. And you're going to stay in that comfort zone. That's the enemy to your success. Being comfortable, doing everything you always done, being comfortable in that place. You're not challenging yourself. You have to challenge yourself. So does that mean try again? Absolutely. You need to try again. People may not understand you while you keep building. They may criticize you. They may mock you. But what you're doing, they mocked Noah, but he heard from God and he knew what he had to do. He didn't care who mocked him, who made fun of him, because he knew one day it was going to rain. People may mock your faith right now, but you keep building. Be just like Nehemiah. Stay focused, stay on top of that wall, and you keep building, because you're building something that people can't understand. When people aren't called to what you're called to, that's when they criticize, because they're not called to what you're called to do. And I want all of you to get that. Let people criticize. People will always criticize what they don't understand. Does it mean that something's wrong with you? No, they want you to feel like it is, but it's not. I want you to try again. What did you put down? Go pick it back up. Try again. You may be huffing and puffing right now listening at this video. You may not want to try, but you need to try, because you listen at this video and this message is for you, because you are one of these people, or you have a person that's close to you that really have given up and you believe that's the right thing for you to do. And here I come, coming across your feed, telling you to try again. Never give up. Always pray. The Bible says man ought to always pray and not to faint. That means God doesn't want you to give up. He don't want you to lose heart. He doesn't want you to cave in. He doesn't. Why? Because you're going to get to the place where you want to be if you keep trying. You can't stop trying. I don't care how hard it gets, how difficult it gets. That's what it's going to take for you to have that success that you want. It's possible. It might be impossible with people. It might be impossible with man. But God said, what's impossible to people is possible with me. Try again. Keep putting forth effort. That's all you need to do. If you believe in what you're doing, and if you have faith as a grain of a mustard seed, God said you can speak to the mountain and it will be removed and cast in the sea. Keep trying. Don't give up. You're going to make it because you're an overcomer and you've overcome by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of your own testimony. Try. Whatever you laid down, go back and pick it up. Whatever you stopped doing and working toward, go back and do it. You have a gift that God put down on the inside of you, and He gave you these gifts for a reason. The enemy never wants you to discover your gift because he knows the day that you discover who you are and you know who you are in Christ and you begin to bring forth your gift, he knows his kingdom is in trouble. You are a threat to the kingdom of darkness. You are a threat to every person on this earth that is dark, that is black and cold and callous in their heart. You are a threat to people that are not of God. This is why the enemy attacked you when you were so small, because you were vulnerable at that stage and you began to bleed and hemorrhage into your childhood, your adolescence, and your adulthood. This is why you need to heal from trauma. Some of you have so much trauma that's trapped up inside of your family, and you have to let it go because that's not the life that God has called you to. God said He wants to show you great and mighty things that you've never known. Let God do great exploits in you. Let God show forth His glory in your life. You keep trying. Let people laugh. Let people mock. Let them scoff. They don't have your vision. They didn't hear from God. You did. Stand on it. If God spoke to you and He told you something to do, go do it. You don't need my approval. You don't need people's approval. God already gave you the green light. So why are you waiting? Why are you sitting on it? Because you need more people to believe in you than you do yourself? That's a lot of problems that we have as people. Somebody else believes more in you than you do. You have to believe in yourself more than somebody else does. If God believes in your family, that's enough. You don't need anybody else. We always say it on our channel. You and God are the majority. Try again, and you keep trying. That's determination. You got to be determined. You have to be persistent. You have to be relentless. You got to be just like a bulldog. You got to hold your dream, and you got to tell yourself, come hell or high water, I'm going to get it. If you are that diligent, if you mean that in your heart, you'll do it. Because anything and everything that comes in your way to try to hinder, prevent you from making it, you're going to step on top of it. And they're only building blocks. Your challenges, your setbacks, your delays, your trials, your tribulations, all these things are stepping stones for you to get to the place. And you're going to give somebody else hope. This is why you can't give up, because somebody you haven't met yet is depending on you. That's a fact. Try again. Don't give up. Try again until you succeed. Because if you don't quit, if you don't give up, you are going to succeed. And before we leave the video, I want you to understand too, when you meet the Lord, the gifts that you have to give an account for your gift. You think about that. So what are you doing with your talent? Don't be like that man in the parable where he buried his talent. And you know what his end was, right? Go read that. Talk later.